My name's Jodie Boardman. I work for Woolworths as a long life manager, and my injury first happened about 2 years ago now. I was dropping some coke on the floor, just filling stock, and I felt something pulling my back. I kept working for about 4 weeks after the injury first happened, until the point I couldn't work no more because the pain was just excruciating. I was just like lying on the floor, I couldn't move, and just excessive painkillers, which I didn't want to take, but I had to until it progressed to actually having surgery. The impact this injury had on me a lot was with my family. I have 2 young girls, I'm a single mum, and the hardest part for me was not being able to go out and do the things that I could normally do with them, run around in the backyard or take them to the beach or go down to the water slides and stuff like that. I was off work for approximately, I think it was about four weeks after the first operation, but I woke up and had no pain. So as soon as I had no pain, I just wanted to go back to work. I just wanted to be around my mates, and I missed that. I missed, being at work doing my job because I was injured. I felt like an outcast, so I wanted to get back as soon as I could, and from that I just progressed to like 5 hours a day, and after about 2 weeks I progressed to about my full-time hours again. It was about a year after the actual first incident. I just dropped my daughters at school, and on my way to work a car came out in front of me and I hit it head on, T-boned it. That was it. I was back in the same situation again. I was in hospital for a couple of days after it, and it was actually Christmas Eve when I had the operation, so it was a couple of days after I got out of hospital I came home. Then I came back to work about 2 weeks later on suitable duties again, and then about a month later back to normal full-time. I'm still doing the same role. I'm still a long life manager now as I was before I had the injury. I'm passionate about what I do, and Woolworths has always been a good company to work for, and with my first rehab after my first injury, I couldn't fault them, and with the second injury, they just looked after me 110%. I used to play volleyball quite regularly as a social sport, and I have represented Queensland before. Now I won't do that because I'm just afraid of that one wrong move and that's it. It's over and it's all. I just don't want to go down that path again. It was a very hard thing to come by, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I came out of it. Hopefully, I'm lucky. I feel like I'm a better manager now because I've actually learned how to manage my people instead of actually getting in there and doing it. I've taught my team that, we are a team and that I don't have to be there to do everything, and now they all do it for me. I think it's important to get back to work as soon as possible after an injury, so you get back, you get back into the know with your workmates, and you get back into the routine, and it takes your mind off of that injury in the first place and gets you in a more positive environment. My advice I would give to somebody if they're in the same situation is to not give up, that there is light at the end of the tunnel and there is somebody out there that's willing to help you. There's people at work that do care for you and they would like you to come back to work, and I believe if you work with them, they'll work with you.